Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020 at gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel. Yes. It's your girl, Nikki Naughty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. And I vlog my life. Happy Friday to everybody. Please make sure you hitting that thumbs up. Good morning to all my queens. Good morning, Toya. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Kim. Kim, I got you queued up, girl. I got you on the replay. Make sure y'all go over to my homegirl, Kim Delivers, and subscribe. She had a great show last night. Love over 40.
Ciao. My son Brian died in a drunk driving accident.
Ciao. Conversation need to be had. Hey, Aaron. It's hard. Love over 40. Love over 40. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Yeah, Kim had a good show. I'm Kim, I'm sorry because I normally would have been there, but your girl needed to take a little time for herself, considering how the morning started. So, for a little self care and to bring myself a little joy, me and my daughters, we went to the movies last night to go see Bob Marley. Rastafari. Amen. Yeah, man. It was good. You know what? I think it's perfect that they dropped it on Black Future Month. I think it's a message that the world needs to hear. Bob Marley was such a simple man, but full of love. I enjoyed the movie. I really, really did. It just gave me a different perspective of him. And he was and they touched on his womanizing and things like that, but they didn't focus primarily on it. But it is a movie about being simple, back to basics. You know, he really lived the Rastafarian lifestyle. Like that was him. He embodied that. Um, they touched on the fact that he never had his father in his life, who is a Caucasian man, and he rejected him. Um, they also touched on, like his mom, and we talked about this on the channel. Like a lot of Caribbean communities, a lot of the families divide. They leave their children behind to basically come to the states to start building a life. You know, I don't know if anybody from my audience is from the Caribbean community that can explain that, but normally it's to build a better life for the family, and they touched on his wife and him, Rita, their love story. And they both bonded because their parents left them behind, and so they found love within one another. And they just had that authentic young love. that grew, and their love was on a different level. So that's why I don't think the other women really mattered too much because they knew what they meant to each other. It was this a message that the world needs to hear. But he was Rastafarian until to his core, and that's why he died so young. When he was diagnosed with his cancer, everybody encouraged him, like, get the surgery, cut off the toe, da da da. Da. But he was just such a purist, and he believed in Jah and the lifestyle so much. Like, he just wanted to live his life naturally, like, and I just loved it. So Bob Marley is definitely a staple in our community. He put like reggae music on the rap map, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hey James, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I had posted to my story a couple of clips last night. But it was nice to hear about his childhood and how he came up and things like that. And he had the same story as a lot of Caribbean kids coming up. And his son did an excellent job. So before the movie even started, Ziggy, he gave us the introduction, and I appreciate his kids carrying on his legacy. I really, really do. And they really honored their father. He was really a loving father to his children, despite his flaws. But I was here for it. I was here for every minute. But I don't want to like give the movie away, so I just hope everybody goes and checks it out. Like, but the family did a really good job of representing to him, and he really was not like a materialistic man. He was just really about being in his art, his spirituality, and things like that. So I love that about Bob. Yes, Black Future Month. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I did. I did. Sometimes when you're going through things, you just gotta embrace what's loving you around you. And that's what I did to feel better. And my mom was like, because I was gonna bring my mom, and she's like, nope, nope, y'all go ahead. And you know what? Me and my daughters needed that time together. Oh, of course, of course, of course. Y'all know, like, I'll take y'all with me wherever I go, and that's a try to be my true authentic self, and sharing my life. And happy birthday to my little cousin Sierra. She was on live last night. Love her to death. But she was out with her brother and her dad celebrating her birthday, being safe. And I joined her live and stuff. And she's like, cousin, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you so much, James. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Also, shout out to Jovi Beauty. She had a great panel last night on parenting, and kind of segueing off of the Monique situation with her son. And it was a lot of different opinions. A lot of people. One thing Jovi said, like, at some point in your life, as an adult kid, You gotta understand that your parents, they did the best that they could. And you gotta figure out some resolve. Good morning, Kim.
Morning, babe.
How are you?
Oh, wonderful. It's Friday. I've had the week off. I didn't get as much accomplished as I wanted to, but that's all right. I got more vacation time.
Exactly. I'm glad you enjoying your vacation because you've been through so look, moving takes a lot out of you,
And
you know?
yes, and I'm still trying to figure out stuff. And I had so many problems getting the work done in this place, but I'm going out with my girls tonight that we used to we grew up together and we hung out back in the day in high school. We parlayed. So I'm going out with them tonight. We're gonna go out to dinner and have some fun at the bar.
I love it. And yes, tonight I'm going out with my girls. Happy birthday to my girl Tatiana.
Happy birthday, Tatiana.
So I will be out with the girls tonight. And she's so like she's one of my friends. She's a purist, just like Bob Marley, you know.
Mhm,
Um, and I'm like, Tati, like we didn't make plans. What do you want to do? So then, like, I
mhm.
offered to take it. She's like, you know what? I just want to keep it simple. I don't want to spend a bunch of money. And I'm like, girl, it's your birthday. We're treating you. And
Right.
she is just like so humble. And she's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just good with just us having a good time together. So that's one of the reasons why I love her, you know?
Oh, I understand that. It's good when people are simple, where you don't have a whole lot of drama. You ain't got to walk on eggshells around anybody and stuff like that. Hey, that's
So
beautiful. And that's how we are. We just vibe. And again, I'm 63, and some of them have already turned, well, we'll be turning 64. So, that's a long time from when we were 15, 16 years old. We've been knowing each other. So, the vibe is just there.
I love that I have friends that were from my childhood. Like it's hard to come
Mhm.
by. So Kim, you are so lucky to have your girlfriend. So I just hope you have a really, really good time tonight.
I plan on it. I really don't go any place though not having no good time. Even if it is bold, I'm gonna make the best out of whatever situation.
That's how I am too. Like I could have a good time anywhere. I could have a
Yeah.
good time anywhere I go. I could be by myself and had a good like just a chuckle and I know how to laugh at myself and have fun, you know.
Right, right.
Whatever.
Mm,
So, Monique's son, he responded again, and I'm starting to think like this is part of his healing process, and we can't tell that
mm,
man how to respond. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he shouldn't have came to the internet. They really should take it in private." He was just on. To me, he was just only putting things in context because his mom had been speaking on him publicly for so long. You know,
mm-hmm,
because he's out here, I think he really should capitalize off of the situation. I feel like
mm-hmm,
bless his heart, you know what I mean? But let's hear what he had to respond because I do love his last message.
mm-hmm,
Here we go.
mm-hmm.
Here we go again, right? Hi, I'm Shalon. I'm gonna jump right into it. I guess the intelligent thing to do when assuming that your son is having a mental episode is to post personal screenshots of text messages that are 3 years old in an attempt to validate a false narrative as if they are some type of receipt. You also invaded the privacy of my daughter's grandparents by posting your receipts. Neither of you should never speak on mental health again if you thought that that idea was a good one. As a person who lives with mental health issues, let me be the first to educate you that there are individuals who have taken their lives, harmed, and also taken the lives of others for doing the very thing that you so proudly did and your fan base pats you on the back for, which is very telling to how strangers will buy into your toxicity. Picking up the phone to check on your son that you believe is having a mental episode to make sure that he is okay, while also making sure that your granddaughter is safe, is too much to ask, I guess. For those wondering, I have gone to therapy on several different occasions, and that is not something that I will ever be ashamed of. I have even gone to therapy with my mother on several occasions. But for those who know how efficient therapy only works when both people are being open. My mother was still in her 15-year-old mentality phase during that time, so I guess I understand why she did not know how to be open with me during our sessions. When a person becomes accustomed to being a victim and others get used to seeing them as one, they live their lives in a state of internalization, meaning you consistently receive another's approach as an attack, constantly putting you under the illusion that you need to always be on the defense, even in situations where there is no actual attack, just an acknowledgement of things already said by you. One should not feel attacked by an acknowledgement of the words that they stand on. You eventually become a passive aggressor. To address the men that had something to say in regards to men don't do what I'm doing, let me be very clear. How I man is none of your business. What and how I feed my family has no place on your plate. For every person that stated I should not have come to the internet, I would just like to ask, what do Club Shay Shay, the articles about my mother and I's relationship, the interviews about our relationship, and Instagram all have in common? Well, if you are competent, the internet. Furthermore, I did not expose my mother, nor did I badmouth my mother. I simply provided context to what was already being said about me, while also explaining why I don't speak to them directly. The reason those that feel negatively about what I said are just having a hard time differentiating between Nikki Parker and Monique. Please stop with the cornball idea that a celebrity can talk about a family member on the internet for years, but God forbid said family member says any one thing, and you all are outside with tiki torches and pitchforks defending not the actual person, but the idea of a person. These people are in an industry that is efficient at making money off of what is pretend. So in essence, you are defending a character. I love my mother, and it took the birth of my daughter to help me begin to understand the value of a mother. I am very proud of my mother, though, and I'm proud of the things that she has accomplished and will go on to accomplish in the future. My mother's bad, man. I watched that woman go from Baltimore to the moon. That drive is also in my daughter's blood. Not only is she still my mother, she's also a part of history. And I would be doing my daughter a disservice by not telling her about who my mother is and was. But since those messages that you posted were used as some type of a receipt to validate your false narrative, I figured I would take some time to gather up my receipts to validate my decision to move forward with my life without my mother in it. I do want to thank you all for listening for the now final time that I will ever address this topic, and I will leave you with my receipts.
I have to mute it, but that's his baby girl. She's so cute. And to me,
Oh, and she,
yes, and to me, she favors Monique somewhat, like,
I'm gonna
you know,
snub the little cheeks. Oh, she's so cute.
yeah, isn't she a yum yum? She's so cute. She's a boppy. She's a boppy. And you know what I saw in these pictures? He learned how
Mm.
to surround himself with healthy people around him. I really think he has come to some resolve with the situation. And guess what? That's his mom. He acknowledges that. He never tried to disrespect her, disparage her. But his big issue was her standing in accountability, which I think is the main topic here. I've heard people say, like the situation that she brought up about Tyler Perry and Oprah doesn't have anything to do with him in their situation. Like they're two separate situations. And although they are two separate situations, here is where I pair the two. You can't go around pointing the finger, expecting people to be accountable for the way they wronged you when you can't be accountable with your personal relationships. And that's where I think it's a double-edged sword. Monique is very good at pointing out everybody's flaws and everybody's
Hmm.
wrongdoings and things like that. And she got to remember there's three fingers pointing back at her, and that she is just human as well, and she has made mistakes as well. You know what I mean? I don't think it should be an opportunity where we should drag her, because she has publicly admitted that she was a deadbeat mom. You understand? She has owned it. But I think what she's missing the point is, her son just wants her, Monique, as a person. He doesn't care about the stardom. He doesn't care about the money. He cares about the bond more than anything. What are your thoughts, Kim?
Well, first I want to say this. I don't know how much part that she had in his rearing and how much he had to rear himself, but my God, is that young man intelligent?
Yes, he's
Very
articulate.
intelligent and so articulate, and he is in tune with his inner self, and he seems like he has a line. He has an alignment that he has created for himself. Emotionally, psychologically, and everything else that's got him balanced. You know what I mean? That he can actually, because in all actuality, he has never came out at his mother where he could have, okay, and just ran her down into the ground. He is not. He has just, as he said, he just put the stuff in the context. And I don't blame him. And the other thing about people saying stuff about the internet is here to stay. First of all, I just want to say that the internet is here to stay. Yeah, then you never did hear about it, but the only constant in life besides God is change. So shit's gonna change. You know what I mean? So the internet is here to stay. People throwing everything out on the internet. So I congratulate him for being able to speak his piece, because it's got to be hard. Because if any one of us stop and look inward, if that was us and we kept hearing somebody coming on and talking about us on the internet, and every time you log in, you see it on a video clip, you read about it in a People article, you see it on social media, people don't share it, always just talking about your talk, and you don't have any say so, that's got to be maddening after a while. So I don't blame the young man for coming in there and speaking on it. And again, he did not run his mother down, but he did say some things that his mother needs to have a few takeaways on, and that is her receipts and all the rest of that, and showing telling everybody's business. She's right. He's right. You know what I mean? Monique, you need to let that go. And then that's your son, if you can, I don't know if they could, well, I guess they don't have a relationship, but the only thing you could do is pray for that kind of thing. I don't know, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I love his content and what he said, but that's it for me.
And you know what? I just think it's lessons to be learned here as parents and things like
Hmm.
that. And I just think Monique should walk in her truth, and that grandbaby is beautiful. And I love his receipts where he still is not disrespectful or trying to degrade his mom. And I feel like even her dropping those, and I don't even think it was her, I think it was Sydney that dropped those text messages. You know what
Oh,
I
you
mean?
think so?
Yeah, trying to vindicate his hoopla that he was trying to spill out there. And notice when Monique did come out and speak, she barely spoke. Daddy spoke the whole time, driving the narrative, and it still circled back around to Tyler Perry and Oprah and DL Hughley. And it's just like you're missing the point, but I think he's going to move on in life. I think he's going to be successful, and like a lot of young people, he had a hard start. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to go through rough stuff. We got to go through being homeless and things like that, or whatever. Excuse me, just so that we can learn how to be responsible, learn money management and things like that. But he does not strike me as a young man that doesn't hold himself accountable for his missteps in life.
Yeah.
He's always been accountable for his own actions. But I just think it just goes to show, like, some of us, a lot of people have like ain't shit parents out here. Okay. Like that's just the reality. But how do you move on from that? And he admittedly says he went to therapy. He got, and you could tell he went to therapy. He's using his tools, by writing out what he needs to say so he doesn't get overly emotional and he sticks to his talking points, shows that he has gotten some help and he's healing from the situation. And sometimes, like, not every family member is meant to be in your life on a day-to-day basis, okay? Because some family members are just toxic. Period. They just toxic. And so you just love them from afar. Period. Oh gosh. So let's jump into some trending topics. Let me see. So here's my cousin from Philly that I wish happy birthday this morning. She was on live. Shout out to my cousin Eva. She was out having a good time. So happy for her. She's a new mom. So I just really am proud of her. My family in Philly, they really, really stick. They're really close knit. They're definitely close knit and they stick around one another because there's so many of them. All right. Beyonce was outside, as you all know, she's on the East Coast, but they went to support Kelly Rowland's new movie, Mia Culpa. I'm gonna check this out this weekend, and I'm excited for Kelly. But Beyonce is slaying as usual. Okay, hunty, they look good. She looks good. And then, what do you guys think about the fashion? And Beyonce posting, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. So proud of you, Kelly. So I thought that was dope. And she's in her supporting season. And there go Pam from Sisters right there again. So they all hanging out as a family. Pam is the receptionist at Karen's shop, which I think she's gonna shut Karen's shop down at this point, okay?
I think so too.
She is taking over. So I'm interested to see the movie Mia Culpa. It looks like Tyler Perry is moving into his Netflix bag. Ooh, and shout out to this young lady, Caitlin Clark. She breaks the NCAA women's basketball scoring record. Yes. So Caitlin hit a big time 3-pointer to become the all-time NCAA women's scorer with 3,528 career points. Go ahead, girl. Her 3-pointer is on point. On point, hunty. So congratulations to her. Y'all know I love sports too. I'm a sports girl. I'm a sports girl. Shout out to Mariah Carey's daughter. Talk about um making sure you spread your lineage and you pass it on to the next generation. Mariah Carey daughter can sing, honey. Okay,
She
check it
can.
out.
Hey, I imagine living without your smile, feeling, knowing you hear me, it keeps me alive, and I know you're shining down on me from heaven. Light so many for us with love.
That girl can sing, okay?
Girl, let me tell you something. I saw her on a, I was scrolling watching deal. She brought tears to my eyes. First of all, she sang that song, and then when she was talking about, I know you smiled down for me on heaven, I thought about mom and daddy, girl, and that took me down. And then the girl sang it with so much soul and power. Girl,
She get it from her mama, okay?
she got it from her mama.
And you know what? It's a testament to such a good job that Mariah Carey is doing, and she's doing most of it on
By
her own.
herself. Yeah.
Because Nick, I'm not saying that Nick doesn't love his kids, but Nick done bit off
He on
more
a
than
different level of parenting.
he bit off more than he can chew. She can sing, child. She can sing.
Like so many friends we've lost along the way, and I know eventually we'll be together once we die.
Girl, go girl, go girl.
Was that her mama chiming in at the end? You think that was Mariah chiming in at the end?
Let's see.
Because she was all, in the beginning, she was all on her own.
Living without your smile, feeling, knowing you hear me, it keeps me alive and dying.
Right there.
You're shining down on me from heaven, like so many friends we've lost along the way, and I know eventually we'll be together once we
Mm.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, that's undeniable talent. Good morning, G-Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she could sing. Did y'all hear the rips? Did y'all hear the rips?
Yes, honey. And then how she brought it down low, she slowed it up, she speeded it up. Oh my God, that girl could sing.
She remind me of young Mariah. Tommy
Oh, her
Mottola
mama gonna get her
Mariah.
all the way together. And she just young now. Now imagine with some more training and work, she gonna be phenomenal.
Exactly. I just
The only thing she probably ain't gonna have her mama's that high voice of because that high pitch because they said something about Mariah's pitch. Some scientists did her pitch and talked about what frequency she's on, and they said that thing was extraordinary. Her pitch is extraordinary when it comes to that high thing she does. She sound like an angel.
Mm-hmm. Look, Toya says she got a YouTube channel. Let me check it out.
Oh yeah, let's. Oh, Toya, really? Liamani, it's a girl.
The Next Generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Toya.
Thank you, Toya. Go subscribe to her channel, y'all.
I am.
And you could tell it's not forced. It's just natural. She just has the gift.
Yeah, you could say that she into it. She was popping them fingers and everything.
This is the one where she came on stage with Poison.
Have you ever considered just how
Dope. I needed to feel that feel good music.
Me
Okay.
too. Mm-hmm.
I think that was a dark. I when I saw that, I said, "Is that Mariah? Is that Mariah?" Okay. Yes, that is Mariah's Mini Me. She taught that girl to sing. Oh my God. And Rihanna, Riri, and A$AP Rocky are in they season, honey. This is from Valentine's Day.
Mm.
Look at them. They never been shy about PDA, honey. Okay.
Mm-mm. I'm so happy for her.
Look at her. They just look in love.
Mm-hmm.
Bad girl Ding. He just loving all that mommy body. Okay. She probably have one
Mm-hmm.
more baby before he go to jail. Okay.
You think he really gonna go to jail?
I don't know. It's
I
hard to
hope not.
tell because they got video footage, and you know how they love to hold our people accountable. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not Mariah's daughter? I thought it was Mariah's daughter. That's not Mariah's daughter.
Oh, it's not.
Oh. I thought it was Mariah's daughter. I stand corrected, Naughty Crew. I apologize. She looks a
No, but
lot
that's what
like
they said on the thing. That's what they
that's
said on
what
the
it
thing
says.
too.
It says Mariah Carey's daughter singing One Sweet Day.
Mm-hmm.
It says
Mm.
that. Let me see. Let me look up because her daughter named Monroe, right? Now I
That's
gotta
right,
look it.
Monroe, Morocco, or something like that.
Yeah. A Google search will solve that.
Oh, the little girl said, and kindly fix your caption and tag me. Mm.
Okay. And here is her kids. They lied. Hey nephew. All right. So this is how her daughter looks. Nope, it's not her. People be
Mm-mm.
lying on the internet. See?
For clicks and views.
For clicks and views. She sounds just like Mariah though.
Mm-hmm. One thing I can say about Mariah though, she done did well for herself coming out of that relationship with that producer and everything else. And she claimed her life, had her kids and everything. She looked really happy here.
She do. She loves her, and I think her children brought her a whole new level of happiness,
I do
especially coming
too.
from the family that she came from. She went through some stuff too. It just goes to show.
She did. And especially at the hand of that man. That man used to lock her up in the closet.
Yep, yep. He was Tommy Mottola was so abusive towards her, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This type of love looks great on her.
It does, don't it?
Hmm hmm And it goes to show that you can have a career and raise your children too. Okay.
Oh
Hello,
yeah.
I eat unique. I'm just saying. No
I know.
shade, but shade.
You said, let me just put that in there.
I'm no shade, but shade. It's plenty of people that
Mm-hmm.
have relationships
Mm-hmm.
that have children and still maintain a career
Mm-hmm.
and still maintain her career. I really love the singer Kalani. All her albums are good to me. Kalani is iconic. Her 2019 mixtape, While We Wait, has officially been certified gold by the RIAA in 2021. None Young, which is one of my favorite songs. Ain't none your business to know who I'm with. I love that song. Nunya was certified gold, and now Kalani has two more records off of the project that has been certified gold. One that has been certified 3 times platinum as well as of today is Nights Like This. I love Nights Like This, child. But let me tell you, Kalani, when she sings to the soul. You know what I mean? Like, ooh. So I just want to say congratulations to her. I commented. She commented back. She liked it. I love me some Kalani. And shout out to her. I just don't think she gets the credit. She's a singer, she's a dancer, she's a triple threat. I like to see her in her acting bag, you know? This thing acting up. Let me restart it. But I love Kalani. If you guys just go check out her music. She writes her own music. And I could put on her album and listen to it from front to back. So go ahead, girl. She hasn't made anything as of late, but I love her voice. So this is Nights Like This. Check it out. And I can't wait to see more music. I mean, I know she had a baby, so she's probably focusing on raising her child. But kudos to her. I love Kalani. Love, love, love Kalani. Love, love, love. One of my favorites. Mona Scott and Tamika Scott were outside. Are they related? So this is Tamika's husband, Big Winston. He said, gotta send a big happy birthday shout out to Mona Scott. I don't know where you are right now, but I know you're somewhere dancing as usual. LOL. And that's my same spirit. Are they related? Mona Scott and Tamika Scott? I wonder. Yeah, I love the song with her and Tiana Taylor. Well, Kalani is admittedly bisexual, honey. She owns her sexuality, okay? Mona Scott said, I create the mess, but I don't live it. Okay. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to her. All right, Mike Epps and Shannon Sharp, they showing us that they being grown men about it, okay? Club Shay Shay. And did y'all hear he fired the stylist that was going around, well, trying to allude that they were having a relationship. So Mike Epps posted, "Hey everyone, this is what it looks like when two grown men set an example for our youth and culture." And I love it. Okay. They had their exchange of words, it got heated and stuff like that. Some threats was thrown out there, but they were ultimately able to come together. This is what peace looks like in the community, people. This is what peace looks like. We don't have to fight each other. And look, y'all can have differences of opinions. And sometimes you may say things that you don't mean in the heat of the argument. But sometimes you got to put on your grown people draws and just apologize to one another. Okay? Take accountability. So I love that it didn't go further than that. And I hope they can sit down and have the interview. It is a good look, James, for black men with the unity. It is a good look. I love to see it. I love to see it. You can have a difference of opinion. It doesn't have to go to blows. It doesn't have to go to dragging out everybody's dirty laundry. I.e. Monique and DL Hughley. I wish they could forgive one another. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad they made up and talk like men as well and took it offline. So let that be the example. Not everything belongs online, people. Not everything belongs online. Oh my God. And talk about throwbacks, Naughty Crew. Okay. One of my favorite groups from the 90s is Silk, honey. Okay. Silk. Okay. Okay. Phil, that's that making baby music, honey. Okay. That's that making baby. So girl is so in. Yes. Silk got them albums where you could just throw on and your lover come in and y'all could just be at it all night.
But I know he got to be hot in that fur coat up there. Them leather pants.
Child, but he still sound the same. That voice is still the same, honey.
It is though.
That voice is still the same. So love me some Silk. Love me some Jagged Edge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Fatima. What's her
Uh-oh.
name? What's her real name in real life? From
Crystal Haslett.
Crystal. I think this is her on stage. It wasn't a close view. Let me see. Let's see. I tried to zoom in, but this was on the Zatima site. Or is it exactly real life? I'm a grown woman. Is that her? I think it's her.
In the
And
middle?
yeah, in the middle. Okay, get it, get it, get it. You know what? This is women. Look, Kayon say women are owning their sexuality. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's the day and age we in. Woo. And happy birthday is in order for Megan Thee Stallion. It was her birthday. She was.
Happy birthday, little sister. I love that girl.
I love her too, and I love everything she's doing right now. And she's focusing on her art and things like that. And I just think she is going to get the bag this year. Okay, she's about to set up her future.
She
Yes,
is.
for the real R&B.
It's her time.
It's her time. That's just the bottom line. And embrace it, sis. And you know what? F the haters. Nah, embrace your haters.
Mhm.
Embrace your haters. Shout out to the neighborhood talks for that one. All right, up next, so the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, 12 of the victims, have now filed a lawsuit against the FBI for the cover up, and I'm here for it. That's right. Get their ass. Get their ass. Let this be a lesson to all you police who take payoffs. Okay? All right. So 12 Epstein victims filed lawsuit accusing FBI of cover-up. The FBI began probing Epstein in 2006, but halted after his 2008 guilty plea. Tips were ignored until his 2019 arrest, ending with his suicide. I didn't mean to say that, YouTube. Okay. A month later, as a direct and proximate cause of the FBI negligence, plaintiff would not have been able to continue to be a sex traffic, abuse, rape, tortured, and y'all get the gist, right? Because they didn't take action, he was able to carry on and still create more victims. Sue they ass. That's what I say. Get all of that. Y'all supposed to be here to protect and serve, not cover up. Not cover up. So good for them. Take your power back, ladies. All right. And then the last one I want to get into, Miss Fannie Willis. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what clip I want to get into with her. Okay, because they are questioning her about all things. Okay. So as you all know, Miss Fannie, she is infamous for bringing the lawsuit. I mean, the charges against Young Thug and the Slime Gang, and then also bringing the case towards Donald Trump for the election interference. And as a result of that, they pulled out all type of skeletons out of her closet. She has been accused of misusing taxpayers' money to fund her love affair with the lawyer that she put in charge of the Trump case. So now she is under all type of fire. Okay. We have been talking about this, Naughty Crew. Shout out to Gossip in the City. Let's get into it.
Us getting Delta records for flights that you may have taken with Mr. Wade.
And, well, no, look. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
So my question was, office objected to us getting Delta records for flights that you may have taken with Mr.
Sure, if you ask Mr. Wade, he's a man. He would say we ended June or July because physical contact ended then. Just in my mind, being a woman, it's over when you have that like hard conversation. I just think women and men think differently.
And I think the answer, Mr. Sato, to your question was she's not sure whether it was before or after the indictment.
I'm not sure that was her answer, but let's see if I can get specific.
That is what I said. That's what I said.
I'll let you. Next question, Mr. Sato. If you need to clarify.
Want to say one more? The romantic relationship ended before the indictment was returned. Yes or no?
To a man, yes.
Well, to a man, yes. To you, no.
She's explained this, Mr. Sadon. She's explained this.
And did the forthcoming indictment have anything to do with that? Or was it just a coincidence?
Let's go on a relationship. So I'm sure if you ask Mr. Wade, because he's a male, but I always have cash at the house. That we had the conversation.
I've just asked you whether or not it was a.
Has been, I don't know, all my life. If you're a woman and you go on a date with a man, you better have $200 in your pocket. So if that man acts up, you can go where you want to go. So I keep cash in my house, and I don't keep cash as good in my purse like I used to. I don't go on many dates, but when you go on a date, you should have cash in your pocket.
So my question was, where did that cash originally come from? If it didn't come out of the bank?
Cash is fungible. We've had cash for years in my house. So for me to tell you the source of when it comes from, when you go to Publix and you buy something, you get $50, you throw it in there. It's been my whole life. When I took out a large amount of money on my first campaign, I kept some of the cash of that. Like, to tell you, I just have cash in my house. I don't have as much today as I would normally have, but I'm building back up now. So you just put money in. It's a very good practice. I would advise it to all women, but I always have cash at the house.
So you can't identify when you came into this cash or where the cash came from?
I didn't say I couldn't identify it. No, nobody gives me anything. I am sure that the source of the money is always the work, sweat, and tears of me. What you asked me for is, when did the money go in there? What I am trying to tell you is, so I got divorced in 2005 from my husband. No. It's important. You said, where did the money come from? And I need to tell you where the money came from. And so for many, many years, I have kept money in my house. That money in my worst days has probably only been $500 or $1,000. At my best days, I probably had $15,000 in my house at cash. At all times, there's going to be cash in my house or wherever I'm laying my head.
The money that you paid Mr. Wade, the cash, in October of 2022, you do not know where that money came from.
I do know where it came from. It came from my sweat and tears.
You know which job it came from. Did it come from Fulton County or did it come from a private job?
It came from.
So you can't identify.
What are you talking about? So it could have come from a private job, because before I was DA, I was in private practice. So I earned money during that time period. That's probably in there.
You don't know
could have, what are you talking about? So it could, we are very good friends. I think, but for these attacks, it would have been a friendship that as life goes, you would have stopped having. I think that you have cemented that we'll be friends to the day we die.
Let's.
We just have an answer to the question.
I can handle Mr. Sadon. Let's have it.
She asked about a personal relationship.
She asked when the romantic relationship ended. That's the question.
It's sometime in, I'd say late summer of 2023. So I don't believe men, this is what you're really asking about. This is the salaciousness of all of this, right?
No, I'm just asking about your romantic relationship, when you stopped dating.
I think that me and Mr. Wade, so he's a man, he probably would say June or July. I would say we had a tough conversation in August. And so that men in relationships at the end of physical intimacy, when we are men in relationships when that tough conversation takes place.
And where, when did he come to, I guess, the condo? I'm not sure what you called it, condo apartment. Would he come and stay at that condo or visit you there? I'm sorry, visit you there.
What condo, what apartment? I want to be clear.
So not your house. I know you classified one as house and one as condo. So I'm trying to use those terms.
So there's been more. See, what you don't understand is because of this case, I got to move. And so I
If you could ask a more precise question.
Yes, please give me the time period.
Mr. Wade visited you at the place you laid your head.
When?
Has he ever visited you at the place you laid your head?
So let's be clear, because you lied in this. Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth,
Judge.
And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Ms. Will?
You see.
Mr. Sadon, thank you. We're going to take 5 minutes. We'll be back in 5.
In relationship.
Woo, child. Woo, it got heated in that courtroom. And here is Nathan Wade. His side. Let me see. Let's start with the shade room.
Question why you waited until November 2nd, the day after you were hired by Miss Willis, to file for divorce?
I can.
Okay.
So, again, Joycelyn had relocated to Texas, and she had been in Texas for months. She was only here for a brief period of time to drive my daughter's car back with her. And when she came here to do that, let me say this. Let's take the Belize trip, for example, since you started there. That was a birthday gift to me, so I paid nothing for that trip. Zero.
Okay. So the charges that are on your card, she gave you cash for?
She did.
Okay. So all of the charges.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but the witness has finished answering the question.
Oh, did you have more?
I did.
Okay.
I wanted to get into the charges on the card because traveling with her.
So your office objected to us getting Delta records for flights that you may have taken with Mr. Wade.
Well, no, look. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial. So,
question why you waited until November 2nd, the day after you were hired by Miss Willis, to file for divorce?
I can.
Okay.
So, again, Joycelyn had relocated to Texas, and she had been in Texas for months. She was only here for a brief period of time to drive my daughter's car back with her.
The two of them are lawyers. They gonna sidestep. They gonna do their thing. Okay, that's what lawyers do.
Proceed, Mr.
We need a yes or no. Let's just get down to it. Did you or did you not, by May the 30th, 2023, have had sexual relations with Miss Willis, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what you did is you answered no to that question, didn't you, or none, correct?
I didn't answer no to the question you just asked. I answered no to the interrogatory question.
And the interrogatory stands that you answered as a pleading in a civil proceeding, your divorce case, right?
Yes.
Now, excuse me. The next interrogatory, let's move there.
Proceed, Mr.
We need a yes or no. Let's just get down to it. Did you or did you not, by May the 30th, 2023?
All right, so they doing what they do. Trump's team is doing what they do. The two of them slept together, and this and that, or whatever. They under fire. How do y'all think they handle each other? Have a great day, Michelle. Kim, you got any thoughts on that? It's just a soap opera, if you ask me. And
that's what I was gonna say. I really ain't got much to say on it because I still stand how I stand. If it was me, I can only talk about if it was me. If it was me and I'm going after a big case like that, I'm going to make sure I ain't got no skeletons in my closet and my shit is, because I know with that case, if I win this case against Trump, when I get them things to stick, I'm going to blow up, okay? So I'm not going to mess up nothing for that, for no piece of peen, okay? That's just me.
And they know how petty Trump is, okay? But I think Plies put it in perspective. Thank you, Toya and nephew, for bringing this to my attention. Here we go, okay? Because this is how you got to think about these politicians, okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hey, dear Fannie in the Willis. Fannie Willis. Fannie in the Willis. I didn't want you to know Fannie. After the day, me seeing you on that stand, Fannie, you the first person I seen in my life on that stand that turned me on. I ain't never seen nothing like it, Fanny. Fanny, listen, it's what I'm telling you. The lawyer on your firm that you paid them $600,000 allegedly. Fanny, you ain't gotta pay me. I'm gonna pay you. After the day, Fanny, I'm gonna pay you. You ain't got no, you ain't gotta pay me, Fanny. Fanny, I wanna pay you. Fanny, Fanny, you laid back in that chair, you had your little finger like that with that little pink shirt on, and then people ask you them questions, whatever say. Fanny, I see Fanny jumped up and said, "Oh, no. Since you want to talk about it, let's talk about it." Fanny, I know, Fanny, I need you. I need you, Fanny. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Fanny. Man, I gotta come see about you. I just say, and here, Fanny, and the Willie. I need both of them, Fanny, and I need the Willie. I ain't never in my life been this turned on. Not by no prosecutor. God. Fanny. I already know it. I know it good. I know it good. I know it good. Yeah, I know it. I know it. And Fanny, I don't know what it means. Bang, a ball or something. And Fanny, get out of this bitch. Fanny, listen, babe, you babe for him, not Fanny. Ooh, I love Fanny. Fanny, I got to see my shoe. Hey, dude.
Well, let's just say Prize is turned on by the prosecutor. Okay, so was Wade. He was turned on. You know what? I wish those two the best. They lawyers, they smart people, and she knew how to sidestep them questions. Let me tell you, like, what's going on? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. But I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Kim, any closing thoughts?
No, baby, I just love you, and I've been praying for you and everything, and because I've been down that road, and everybody have a good Friday.
Happy Friday to everyone, and make sure you go over to Kim Delivers and subscribe. She gave a great show last night. I saw the first 10 minutes. I said it's gonna be good. I can't wait to watch.
It was good, girl. Yeah, we got 2 more. So I'm gonna do a series in that show, but I do want to say this one thing. I need some guys to on the last episode, and I'll tell you about that when it comes. But I want to talk about what we can do to bridge the gap between men and women, and I want women to know what men think. I'm a woman. I can't say what a man thinks. You know what I mean? And what they feel they need, and where they feel that women got misconceptions. Because a lot of times we think a lot of things is about us. So in my opinion, his husband came on and he spoke and gave a man's opinion on a particular topic last night. But all in all, I think it's a conversation that needs to be had, and men need to speak up to tell women, exactly what they're looking for, not what we think they want.
You got to be vocal about what your wants and needs, so that way, you know what to expect out of the situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Women need to be upfront about it, and I think a lot of times they be so focused on getting the cootie cat. Yeah. Tell you anything, so they can get that, and then they blindside women, and so that's when you get the Dr. Umar situation with people busting up in the room.
And then on the other hand, too, women a lot of times they think that if they give you the cootie cat, then that means, because see, women, we get attached emotionally and men get attached physically, okay?
Mhm.
So, but at the same time, though, just because you give the cootie cat, that don't mean the man wants you. So I just, so women need to understand what men are really looking for, so they will know, when they're really looking for a woman, because they'll go for the cootie cat just because they want the cootie cat, but that don't mean that they're gonna get. That's not gonna be your man.
Exactly. And that's why I say it's best to just hold out until you know what their true intentions are for you. Seriously.
Yeah,
You're
that's the
so
truth.
right. Men are physical. Like, see, men, they not emotionally connected when it comes to sex because they just,
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? They just want to feel the wet. But
Right, because I've tried to be emotional, but I had to let that go because I determined that my feelings is inexplicably tied with my pumpkin. Okay, so
uh-huh,
I realized that.
but how do we get men to be more upfront and vocal about what their wants and needs are and what they really looking for? You know what
And
I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying. Yeah, how do we? So that's why I need to get some conversation on that. But we'll talk about that at a later date. But I love you, little naughty.
I love you. Thank you so much for being on the panel with me.
Yeah,
Yo,
I love starting my mornings off like this.
ah, yes, mornings with Naughty.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all go check out the Bob Marley movie. It's a message that I think we all need to hear. And I just love the simplicity of his life.
Mm-hmm.
That although he was so simple, he was very rich.
Was this movie more like a documentary or a movie about him, like a biography?
It was a movie.
Okay.
It got into his activist bag,
Mm,
his love bag,
mm,
and his spiritual bag.
okay.
And he really, really, really lived the Rastafarian lifestyle
Really did, huh?
to the core.
Mm,
He believed that. And he did his art. His art wasn't about him. He wasn't selfish with his art.
mm-hmm.
And he did his art to bring unity amongst the people.
Mm,
And for a man who did not know both his parents, he only had his mother.
mm,
For a man who was abandoned, because call it what you want, a lot of Caribbean people do that. They leave their children behind so they can go off and try to build a better life,
mm-hmm.
and bring the family over little by little. It happens to a lot of Caribbean families. But for him
Mm-hmm.
to find joy, peace, and love in his life, going through all of that,
Mm-hmm.
I walked away with a different point of view about Bob Marley. Like it really let me know the movie. His children did a really good job of representing his legacy and who he
Good.
was.
Mm-hmm.
And Rita, his wife, she wasn't no plaything, but you walk away with an understanding of the type of love they have. So like
Um,
on that note, like I think everybody needs to see that movie. It's a message we all need to hear. I feel like I think they dropped it at the right time because 2024 came in so chaotic, revealing a lot about a lot of people, right? But we got to remember to love our fellow man, right? And
mm-hmm.
that everybody is just human, and some people make poor choices. Some people make choices for the betterment. But he reminded me why I started Naughty Love Movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave y'all with that. Love y'all. Love
Love you,
y'all.
babe.
I love you. Have a good day. Let me see. Good morning, Couture Bree. Goes to her channel and subscribe. She's on her path to 10K. Great commentator. Always respect her point of view. Good morning, cousin. Love you. Hit you up later. Thank you for joining, Nadaraz. Love y'all. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Happy Friday to you all. And as you move through your day, Naughty Crew, make sure you
ever in life. I stand on business. You got me somewhere, I stand on business.
Make sure you stand on business, 10 toes down, and don't let the evils of the world
Never been swallowed up, swallowed up.
Don't let it swallow you up, Naughty Crew. Remember your purpose. Remember your path. Remember your goals. And to all my haters,
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. Y'all keep the wheels turning up over here. Please make sure y'all thumbs up this video, share my content, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We have good conversation. We have a good time over here, and we're about unity, peace, and supporting one another. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.